Hello, everyone. Today we're going to be talking about MedAlt. What if I told you that in September 2024, nearly all of your healthcare system struggled to deliver emergency care and, more importantly, created tremendous waste because of the IV fluid disaster that destroyed the Baxter Pole Company in North Carolina? This is precisely the challenge we're solving. Climate disruptions like floods disrupt fragile medical supplies, often forcing hospitals to go into costly, high emission, and high waste emergency logistic workflows. Hospitals and healthcare institutions in general contribute to 9% of the greenhouse gas emissions because of their supply chains. But more importantly, they create tremendous financial and operational burdens on your healthcare systems and often lead to poor patient outcomes. Here are just some of the healthcare systems we've spoken to who have validated this problem they want urgently solved.
So why is MedAlt the game changer? So most flood models stop at mapping water. The MedAlt goes one step further. We turn flooding data into actionable supply chain decisions for hospitals. Using data from FEMA and Google Earth Engine, we combine chronic and near-term flood risk to map out a climate-informed distribution routes and also suggest sustainable alternatives for medical products.
Here's our dashboard. All the little circles are the hospitals, and all the arrows are the suppliers. We have a dashboard of all the current orders, and we can filter it by the device. And now let's look into scalpels. Here, Tampa needs some scalpel from Derma, but Derma has higher risk score than other suppliers. So let's try to optimize this. So we choose the hospital, and then we choose the device. This model is going to run a weighted sum of flood risk and carbon weight by calculating the route. As you can see, there are three different options that's out there. The worst one is the one that Tampa is currently using. So let's suggest a better one. So this option actually reduces emission and also de-risk the supply chain.
There's nearly 6,000 hospitals in the United States, and they spend over $130 billion annually on medical supplies. But more concerning is the $25 billion they lose annually because of supply disruptions. There's an immediate $5 billion market for hospital supply chain software that we're targeting, and nearly 5 to 20% of medical supplies are always in shortage within the hospital, so hospitals have made supply chain resilience and sustainability one of their top priorities. Our customer segments right now are primarily hospital supply chain teams, but overall we see this scaling into a marketplace that incorporates manufacturers and distributors who want to also engage in efficient distribution pathways that are also climate friendly. We are currently the only complete solution that focuses on climate hazard forecasting and geospatial routing logistics, and also recommending sustainable alternatives for products.
So now let's look into the scalability of our product. So we are currently growing, and we are currently in our first phase, which is climate aware rerouting of hospital demo. Then as we go on further, we introduce like more phases, which is basically integrate live hospital data, followed by adding predictive demand and emission forecasting, and finally introducing marketplace of low carbon alternatives. So how do we make money out of our product? By just introducing B2B SaaS model. It is basically a monthly subscription based model. So MedAlt is basically a scalable platform which protects fragile medical supply chain, integrates sustainability, and delivers care resiliently. This is our team. Thank you.